Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Came out here, sort of lighthearted. Thought I'd do a video on a hive inspection. As you know or might not know, I put a honey super on there April 30th. So I haven't been in the hive for 3 weeks, and I really didn't go in the hive when I put the honey super on. We had a couple of days it was really hot, and there were a lot of bees fanning in the front. There weren't any, bearding. Wasn't any bearding going on. But I was getting paranoid, thinking that there were swarms going to happen any day, and whether or not I'd be catching the swarms or losing half the hive. Other than that, didn't think much of anything was going on. And I just set up the tripod, and I'm looking down on the ground, and I'm like, uh-oh. There are dead bees all over the place. And there's sort of the light colored bees, which, there's a darker one there, but for the most part I've got dark bees going in the hives. Now that I'm thinking about it, it could be anything, right? It could be something I've done, or the hive is diseased, or it could be, when you think about these things when you have a hive, it could be neighbors sprayed. These could be bees from another hive maybe that we're trying to rob. I didn't see anything going on at the hive that suggested there was any robbing going on. But look at this. There are bees. See, the odd thing about this is that the bees are not in the front of the hive. They're all scattered out to the side of the hive here, which I have never seen all these bees. And they look kind of small. That was one thing that strikes me, is they seem kind of small. I did pick up some bees. I don't know if the mites immediately fall off when a bee dies, but I do have bees that look like they have wing problems. I did 3 applications of oxalic acid earlier in the spring. Was it the beginning of April maybe? But I just noticed this. There's a bee here. Looks like it's in distress. I don't know if I stepped on it while setting up the tripod. It doesn't look squished, but it looks like something's going on with it. I can't, okay, I can barely see in the viewfinder with this bright sun. So one thing I don't like about these, not the viewfinder, the LCDs, you cannot see anything. So, yeah, I don't see any mite on that thing, but maybe somebody did spray. Maybe that's a possibility. I know I can always tell when people have sprayed their lawns. Get that heavy chemical smell. But there are a lot of bees scattered along the side of the hive here. Never seen that. Wait a minute, is that bee trying to sting that other bee? Maybe there was an attack on the hive. I don't think I mentioned this early in the spring. I said, oh, that must be the smell of a mature hive. There was a heavy, it's not fermenting, it's just a heavy honey smell that you get from the hive. It's hard to describe, but I guess that's from a mature hive. Different than when you put in all the brand new frames with the foundation. But you can see here, most of my bees, they're a darker color. There's something going on right there too, another bee being dragged out. What is on the side of that bee? Oh, that's just the fuzz. But there's a bee right there being dragged out. I'm trying to see. Oh, there it goes. Huh. Well, let me open up the hive, take a look, see what's going on, if I could detect anything. Let me start the smoker up. Here I am worrying about what I'm going to do with swarms if I catch any swarms and start expanding. It's like when you get a fish tank. Next thing you know, you got 2 fish tanks. Whoa, what's in there? I don't want cooked worm. There he is. Oh, that's sealed. Take a little more smoke. Oh, smoke's drifting up. Well, there. They are in the center here. The honey super. Some bees on the outside frames, but really nothing going on with these frames. No wax or anything. I mean, so these are all in the center here, and I don't see any comb being built on any of these frames. That's odd. Maybe that was a problem. Let me just take the honey super off completely. Put it on the top cover. Any bees in there? Maybe it's just normal attrition when you have so many bees. But these bees look, I don't know. Let's take a look at some of the frames in here. So they really haven't done anything with these frames. Nothing. Are we not in a honey flow? Or did all that weird weather we have affected? Or was it just too soon? These are the frames with the most activity. They're just hanging out. They're not building anything. Oh no, there is some. There's some right there. There's some comb. What is going on? There's some attacking going on. These two bees are attacking each other. Oh. Oh. Hey, can you ever have a swarm go into the same hive? Like if there was an empty space? I just thought about it. There's a drone. It's one drone. There's a couple of drones. There's some comb being built. There's another drone. There's another drone. Ooh. There's some drones. So they just started to do some comb building on the center. There's a ball of bees there. What's that go? What's that? There's a ball of bees there. What's going on with that? Let's take a look. Whoa, okay. It wasn't a ball of bees, it was the... Oh, there's a lot of honey, or nectar. And some comb here. Should have realized it was a little bit more heavier. That's what I was looking at. I just saw this protrusion of bees on an otherwise flat frame with bees in it. So you can see there the change, little bump there. That's where the wax is built up. Yeah, there's a lot of activity, but really, they don't look like they're doing much. Maybe that heat wave took out a lot of bees. Alright, let's separate the... Well, I guess we can look at some of these frames. I see a lot of capped honey. And a lot of propolis. I was going to order some gloves that I see everyone using. I did not do that yet. I'm going to get this all over my hands. Okay, that's up. Well, I need a grabber. I have one. I might as well use it. Well, that doesn't work on that one. Whoops. Come on. Okay, that's coming now. All right, so there's one side is almost capped completely. And his just starting to build comb on this side. Now, are you going to find a queen in a honey super if there's no... I think I did have brood in the honey super. In fact, I'm sure of it, but I was wondering if the queen ever ventures into something that's completely honey. Or would she even go on a frame of honey? Whoops, no sudden movement. I scared that bee there a little bit. There's some smoke here. Oop, he's sort of curious. Okay, here's another one. That's pretty heavy. Almost all capped. Oh, what's that? Weird cell right there. That's not quite... It looks like a weird muted or dwarf queen cell. I don't know what that is. It's not quite a queen cell and it's not quite a drone. It has those lines on it. Well, could be it's exposed there because I broke it apart maybe. So there's another one of those right there. Guess that's just a drone cell. All this honey. It's weird. Well, for me, So just something new I haven't seen before in my long 1 year of experience. Let's take a look. Okay, here's some more. Those are drone cells. So I'm getting a lot of drone cells. Guess I should be looking for the queen too. I don't know, this is mostly honey. This weird breeze going on, I can't get the smoke to go. Here we go. Oh, they're pretty calm. I don't know how deep I want to go in here. Okay, so getting brood now in the honey super. See drones. Some drone cells. Here's some more sort of scattered around drone cells. Regular brood. Don't see anything that... Is that a queen cell right there? Right at the tip? I think that's a queen cell. Ooh, that wasn't in a good location. I hope I didn't damage it. Wow, that looks like that's something that could hatch soon. It's gonna pour out tomorrow. Are they chewing at the end there? Oh no. Is that what I'm seeing? I can't tell. Oh, I can blow them away, right? Is that a queen cell? I think I damaged it. That looks like it was damaged. Yeah, it's cracked. So I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's an extension of cross comb but it looks like I damaged it. Anybody? Does that look like very strange placement? Well, they're at the bottom. That's right, they're supposed to be at the bottom, right? So that's one damaged queen cell. Okay, let's take a look at this one. Oh, now that's a queen cell. I've seen enough YouTube videos to know what that is. Yikes. So, and looks like there's another one right there. Ooh. Okay. Looks like, well, there's one. That's an empty one. Uh-oh. Did my bees already swarm? That's an empty cell right there. How long does a swarm take? Because I have not noticed. I've been vigilant on this hive between like 10 and 12 or whenever I can look at it. I haven't noticed anything. But I've got queen cells. Okay. Now what? If I had a box to put this in, actually I do. I think I broke this one. Yeah, I'm breaking them. So much for that's great. Well, that's all I need to see. Well, they're not going to swarm, I think, now because I broke the queen cells. Let me put these back. Ooh. That was smart. Is it me or are they getting louder? Well, I've got a lot of evergreen trees here. I was hoping that if they swarm, that's where I would find them. I've got a couple of evergreen trees too. Well, let's take this box off. Oh, that cemented itself right back together. Well, if we take a look underneath, which is almost impossible to do because it's so heavy. So that's underneath there. I think I broke off a lot of Well, this is too intimidating. It seems like I'm just doing damage to any queen cells when I'm opening this up, so I'm just going to close it all back and then hopefully I can catch swarms if I see any. So these are some of the casualties of my hive inspection. I wonder if this looks like a queen cell, right? So this could have been queen to be maybe. But I don't see any mites, but might have killed a couple of queens here. Well, this is New England gardening. Not feeling too comfortable going in the hive, and looks like I damaged a lot of queen cells, but you can't take this apart without damaging queen cells because they're all on the bottom. And those were in the super. I didn't the honey super. I didn't go into the lower two boxes. So yeah, this bee's showing a lot of interest in that. Oh well. Thanks for watching. Anyone knows for sure whether any of those look like could have been queens? I know this definitely is convincing to me that that's part of a queen cell.